one. Okay, so hyperbole is not specific to the project we're doing. However, we made it, good job. It is a good creative writing trick. So everybody say it, hyperbole. Hyperbole. I love saying that word. A hyperbole is an exaggeration. So I like thinking of hyperbole as, I feel like we all have one friend who's overly dramatic, which is the synonym, who will like stumble into the lunchroom. Like, oh my gosh, you guys, today is the worst day of any day that it's ever been a day, right? Like, we all know somebody like that. They're just really dramatic and over the top. But in creative writing, hyperboles are good because they make your writing more exciting. So when I have exaggerations in creative writing, yes, it's kind of lying a little bit, but that's normal in creative writing. I am guilty of hyperbole. I exaggerate when there's numbers. So it might just be like, it was a lot, and I'll say something like, it was a million, billion, zillion. That's my go-to hyperbole, that I get really dramatic and I exaggerate. This part from Elf I love, because he doesn't understand that advertisements often lie to us, right? When they said world's best cup of coffee, that's a hyperbole. It's not actually true, but he doesn't get that. There's a bunch of other examples that we're going to get from the video today, but for real, hyperboles do make your writing more fun. They're also, Connor, it's a way to hook the reader more. When I have more exaggerations, it's making your story seem more exciting. So it's something to definitely be aware of. Everybody say it again, hyperbole. Hyperbole. Okay, this is a little like educational rap song. It's called Flowcabulary. So let's watch for a second before we turn screens around.
I had to wait in the station for 10 days, an eternity. I'm so hungry, I could eat a horse.
I love that hyperbole, that exaggeration, because if you actually did that, your stomach would literally explode. There's no way.
I know you heard of me, the best figure of speech, hands down hyperbole. I'm the one that similes yearn to be. I'm brighter than an Ivy University. I'm used universally, well maybe not quite. It might not be true, but it sure sounds nice. John Henry and Paul Bunyan both owe me a little something. Words have a literal meaning when they mean exactly what they say. And words have a figurative meaning when there's something more that they want to convey. That's me. I exaggerate. I make it seem bigger, better, more.
That like is the sentence. I stole it from the video. That's what hyperboles do to your writing. It just makes it seem better and bigger and more exciting. That's why it's a good trick to be more aware of and do more on purpose. Sometimes you might have an accidental hyperbole, but why couldn't I do it more purposefully also?
I've been known to tell a tall tale or two, just to leave them in stitches like tailors do. Yeah, I pop up in pop-up bags and the cover of supermarket rags. No, the truth never bothered me. I'm hyper-speed hyperbole. Babe, the big blue ox could eat in one day all the feed one crew could tote to camp in a year. That's me. Hyperbole, exaggerate for effect, certainly. Build intensity and urgency.
And that's the other sentence that I stole on the vocab chart. They just do. They add this sense to your writing where you're just like, go, 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 go. It's so intense. It's so exciting. The reader urgently needs to read the next part of your story, right? Because of the hyperbole. So that's why they're such a good trick.
See, hyperbole, I know you heard of me, not hyperbole, hyperbole.
So, I also have to pause here, because how many of you know the comedian Brian Regan? I love Brian Regan, but Brian Regan had this comedy special where he purposely said the word hyperbole wrong because he was making a joke, because he's a comedian. But then some people didn't figure out that was a joke. And then people say this one wrong all the time because of Brian Regan. So everybody just say it the right way again. Hyperbole. Hyperbole. Good.
Exaggerate for effect, certainly. Build intensity and urgency. Hyperbole. I know you heard of me. Now, why in the world would all these folks use me in their writing, speaking, and jokes? Authors can use hyperbole to emphasize the stature and the size of these characters. So they come alive. Take Johnny Appleseed, a real guy who walked barefoot a lot, okay? So his feet were calloused. And they say if a rattlesnake bit his feet, that snake would die immediately. That's hyperbole. Used to convey Johnny's toughness, or ask any preteen, certainly. Hyperbole conveys urgency. If I don't get to go to the mall tonight, I'm literally going to die. Not literally, but is it a lie when it shows how Nikki feels inside? And marketers use it all the time to get you to buy and buy and buy. World's best pizza. And yet, did they conduct an actual test? Pitting that pizza against all the rest to crown that slice as the global best? Nah, they are being hyperbolic, just trying to get what's in your wallet.
So, again, advertisements are notorious. They're famous for lots of hyperbole. That, like, I don't know about you, but I've never gone to a fast food restaurant and it actually looked like what it looks like in the commercial. If you've never seen the YouTube videos where they show you how advertisements are lying, like in cereal commercials, the milk is glue. There's all sorts of things. Yeah, tell me another one.
Yeah, like sometimes in the pizza, instead of it's actual cheese,
Yeah.
it's actually glue.
But that's a form of hyperbole, right? They're exaggerating to make it seem bigger, better, more than it actually is, right? It looks more exciting. Last one.
When you see like a stack of pancakes,
Yeah.
also, like they put
Yeah, see? Because they're doing creative writing. They're making it seem better than it actually is.
See those claims, you are seeing me, exaggerating for effect, hyperbole. You've got a smile that
Taylor
can light up
Swift.
this whole town. That's my girl Taylor. Yeah. That's me. Hyperbole, hyperbole, exaggerate for effect, certainly. Build intensity and urgency, hyperbole. I know you heard of me, not hyperbole, hyperbole, exaggerate for effect, certainly. Build intensity and urgency.
Okay, so you can turn your screens around, but I have one more example for you that's even funnier hyperboles, because that's the other thing with hyperbole. They are often funny and just enjoyable. So here's some famous movies and stuff with hyperboles. Think about your U-Try box, everybody. It's the single greatest thing in the history of the universe. That's a hyperbole. It's an exaggeration. Just exaggerating stuff, making it seem better than it is.
Look at that fluffy unicorn! He's so fluffy, I'm gonna die! It's so fluffy!
She's they got the name wrong, but she's not actually gonna die, but she's excited, and the hyperbole makes that whole part funnier, and that's why creative writers use them. Sometimes exaggerating is good. Sometimes they just add a little color to your writing, they make it more exciting. They can add humor also. Here's some more examples. Songs have lots of hyperbole.
And when you smile, the whole world stops.
The entire, like 7 billion people stop.
'Cause girl, you're amazing,
That's okay.
just the way you are. Yeah, her lips, I could kiss them all day if she.
All day. That's
I'm hungry, Mother. I'm hungry. Now, Rolly, you've just had your dinner. But I am just the same. I'm so hungry I could eat a whole
physically
elephant.
impossible. But it's a good hyperbole.
No breaks, I need State Farm. So many watches, I need 8 arms. One
Bragging, right? I'm so rich and awesome. I have so many fancy watches. I need 8 arms. Like that's a creative hyperbole. Yeah.
neck, forgot 8 charms. Who gon' stop
Your
me?
jokes are a lot like your mama jokes. Hey, look here. Your beard is so fat, not even Dora can explore it. Your beard is so ugly, when it tried to take a bath, the water jumped right out. Your beard is so
Hyperbole.
stupid, it took it 2 hours to watch 60 Minutes. Your beard is so
Hyperbole.
hairy, you look like Chewbacca.
Hyperbole.
Your beard is so dumb, it sits on the TV and watches the couch. That's a good one, Jack.
creative
I don't care
writing.
who you are.
I didn't know that.
Oh, the list of things you don't know could fill a week's worth of morning announcements with enough left over for a send-home flyer.
Hyperbole.
There's no need for hyperbole, Seymour.
If you think it's so easy to handle, Bart Simpson, why don't you do it yourself?
Hey, you want a s'more? S'more what? No, you want a s'more. I haven't had anything yet. So how can I have some more of nothing? Shut up! You're killing me, Smalls.
He's not actually killing him. He's saying you're annoying me, but the hyperbole makes it funnier. And guys, if you've never seen Sandlot, you have homework. It's the best movie. It's like such a good part of growing up. Right, you have to watch it at some point. It's so good. Okay, couple more. 500 miles? That's pioneer walking. hyperbole.
Je m'appelle Claude.
Je t'appelle Blue.
Je m'appelle Claude.
Turn in your vocabulary.
Je t'appelle Blue.
No!
Comes the hyperbole.
Okay, it's too hard. I can't teach you.
What are you doing?
I have to go before I put your head through a wall.
No, don't go. I need you. My audition is tomorrow.
Really? You're like, can't love someone for an hour when you're that young. That's okay. That's creative writing.
You ruined everything!
Everything? Oh, that's the hyperbole police coming to take you away and lock you up in exaggeration, Traz.
I like that. Next time somebody does a hyperbole, you can be like, the hyperbole police is coming to get you. Okay, does anybody have a good hyperbole they'd be willing to share with us? One we didn't already hear. Ale. I'm starving. To be literally starving would be a lot different, right? So that's a very common hyperbole. What's another one? I'm literally the best. It's totally hyperbole. Good. What else? I'm gonna die if you don't feed me right now. Exactly. Okay, guys, that's enough of hyperbole. And everybody come find this one. It's called Build a World. So this is the new little project we're gonna